Hi, everyone. My name is Adam Redmer. I'm the technical director and technical theater professor at Baylor University. Mrs. Gerhardt has asked me to talk to you a little bit about the job of being a technical director and being awesome. So I'm going to talk to you about some of that. If you don't know what a TD is or a technical director, basically, if you've seen plays, you know that there's scenery in the plays, and a scene designer will generally give me a picture of what a set should look like, and I turn it into two by fours and nuts and bolts, and kind of tell people how to build it and where to put everything and all that. She has given me a list of questions, so I'm going to answer those for you as best I can. Number one, what is my specialty and why did I choose it or pursue it? Uh, I didn't choose it; it chose me. Um, but really, I was in college. I was an actor. I had a job in our scene shop building scenery. In case you don't know, when you go to college and be a theater major, you can actually get a job doing things like that, building scenery, building costumes, hanging lights and focusing them. So that's actually an opportunity for a lot of theater majors to do that. We've got, I think, six carpenters in our shop and a couple painters and some props people. So I was doing that while acting, and then as I got older, I got more into building scenery, and I didn't really know what I was gonna do uh, after college, and so I knew that I wanted to stay in theater, and I wanted to have a job where I made money. A lot of my friends were very successful in acting. Some, like one guy, went straight onto a musical in Broadway. One girl went into Hairspray on Broadway. One guy just dropped out and joined the cast of General Hospital. So there was a lot of success for actors. I didn't think that would be practical for me, so I started pursuing technical direction. I went to graduate school. I went to ERDA, which is a big convention where you audition for or interview for a bunch of different colleges or graduate schools, and I met with I think 12 different schools and chose to go to the University of Arizona, where I kind of learned how to do everything I do now. Um, So, number two, what types of jobs have I had in my field and how did I get it? I've been in the job I'm in now for 11 years. I've been at Baylor since 2004. Um, Before that, I worked at a small community college in Tucson. Not a small community college, it's a big community college, but it was a smaller college. It wasn't a university. We did three shows a year. It was really laid back and pretty and nice. Um, Before that, I was in graduate school, and then I've also done some freelance work in Dallas. There's a huge theater scene there. If you're not aware of that, lots of theaters there doing lots of stuff. I've done a sound design in Dallas, and I've done a technical direction for a show in Dallas for a company called Second Thought Theater. Look them up; they're really cool. They did a historical drama about John Wilkes Booth, which is pretty fascinating. Um, I also do things around the Baylor campus. I help with event services, like when regents come in and the president hangs out and they all have dinner and do fancy, weird, rich people things. I help set those up. I'll build scenery or run lights. I also sometimes run the audio at basketball games, and that's just from knowing people around campus and knowing how to do certain things. Number three, where do I live and work currently and why? I currently live in Waco, Texas. You probably don't know where that is. If you were going to drive from Austin, Texas to Dallas, Texas, Waco would be right in between. I live here because my job is here at Baylor. And I moved here because I was elsewhere. I was going to have a kid, and so I kind of wanted to be closer to family. So I knew I wanted to go to Texas, and so I came to Waco, and I've been here ever since. It's a good gig. I get dollars. I've met some of my best friends of my life here. I met Mrs. Gerhard's here, so that's cool. And I love the people I work with. I love my students. I love the job we do. Uh, we have a good time. We work hard, but we have a good time. I got my degree in the bachelor's degree was in maybe performance, might have been technical theater, and then my graduate degree says technical theater. I think it says emphasis on technical direction. I did do a second emphasis in sound design, so I did a lot of sound in there also. Number five, what advice do I have for beginning actors, designers, and those interested in theater? I would say uh, do everything you can in theater. If you're just concentrating on one area, you're missing a lot of it. If you're just acting, there's so much more to it. You can be building sets, you can be stage managing, you can be directing, you can be writing, doing costumes, lights, marketing. There's so much to theater, and the more that you can do, the more opportunities you're going to have in jobs later on. The more marketable you'll be. It's real hard to just go be a professional actor, but if you're an actor that can also build things, or like make posters and flyers and brochures, it's a lot easier to get a job if you've got skills beyond just being real good at saying your lines on stage and taking blocking. Not that that's not an awesome thing, but the more you can do, the better off you're going to be. Do everything you can while you can. If you have any questions about technical theater, please contact your local library. If you'd like, your teacher has my info. You can contact me. If you've got questions about technical theater in general, what colleges are good to go to, anything like that, I'm happy to answer questions. I think I'm a good resource as far as state schools, or schools in this state anyway. So it's been my pleasure talking to you. Have a great day.